and welcome along to the round one of a brand new series. We are here tonight at Daytona, the home of some American motorsport, for round one of the Porsche. So yeah, brand new series, a lot of new and interesting things to bring you and discuss with everyone. So we'll run through the Porsche Cup. So everyone is in the same car, as you can see down there. The 2017 991, so slightly older Porsche, but everyone in the same car because the newer one is featured in the GR3 Masters, which is to come up later on. We will be doing driver of the day votes going forward as well, so I'm going to post that after the race kind of starts, so there's no unofficial voting going on beforehand by the drivers. So that will get chucked up before. As I said, about halfway through the race, driver of the day vote will open, and then I will check the results and give them to you after the race to let you know who has won driver of the day. Same format as what we had last series in the 296, so it is a 5-minute qualifier followed by a 15-minute race here, all on the soft tyres, so everyone on the same tyre, no one needing to do pit stops or anything like that. Let's have a look at the chat then. Let's see what is going on. So we've got Nigel Mansell saying, let's go. He is here in the race as he's racing in this. Stuart Wall, let's get another series on the go. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Temp, let's have it. Temp was a very last minute addition into the series, but he is here and racing. This series is going to be on fire. I couldn't agree more. I am looking forward to the Porsche Cup, especially. What else we got? Good evening, says Mark. Bain there says evening all. Irish lad, woohoo, we're back. Yeah, we are. And then we've got Jason there saying evening Lewis, evening all. Looking forward to a great set of races. It's going to be, I cannot wait for this series. It is going to be incredible. So we do have one person running a little bit late, so what we'll do is we'll do the qualifier and then they can start at the back. So we're going to get the qualifier underway for a brand new series. So just before we do get that underway, just to, you might see the sponsors down there. So been sponsored by Demon Tweaks for a while. So they are there and on there. Also, Watsy, shout out to you, was sponsored by his company, which is Watts Oven Cleaning. So check them out as well on the socials as well. If you do get a minute, we've got Liz in the chat saying, let's go Sprinkler. Everyone in here, if you can, please don't forget to hit the like button and share the stream out there as well. It goes a long way at helping us out. If you can do so, that'd be great. Let's get the qualifier underway. As what's he saying, evening all in the chat. So, let's get the qualifier underway. Let's give them all ready. And then we can get the qualifier underway. Delox is keen, the reigning champion from the 296 series. He is keen to get it underway. So 5 minutes of qualifying here at Daytona Speedway coming up. We'll have a run through and have a look at all the different liveries that we've got on track. So let's have a look. Who's going to be the first on track of the new series? Is it an evening race start for the GR3 Masters? No, the GR3 Masters will be nighttime because it's after this race. So this race will be at twilight, like it is now, on track. So who's out on track first? Let's have a look. We're driving out on the pits with Nigel. I think Stewboy is first out on track. Got to change the view here. There we go. Mario's in the chat. Hi everyone. Good luck to all the drivers. So, Stewboy out on track in the Academy Esports livery. Lovely bit of gold and green going on there. Watsy is in similar livery because he's part of the same team. There is 10th for SLM. Can he put it on pole here tonight? Not much practice. But can he put it on pole? They're stuck on the grid. Also racing for Academy Esports. So in the gold and green again. Sprinkler there. Kachow in the Lightning McQueen livery. Sponsored by Rusty's. Nigel Snail just coming through there. And he is taking my livery and then tweaked it a little bit for his own personal choices. So Nigel there coming through. Johnny, he is Academy Esports again. So the gold and green, so it's 4 cars for that team out on track. Then we've got Wookie coming for an 8th. And he is gone for a similar theme to Sprinkler, but he's gone for the Dynaco one. So he's gone for Dynaco Blue for Wacky. Then we've got a new driver. We've got Beefy here in 9th at the moment. Coming on through. And then another new driver there in 10th with Alex. Lovely livery there for Alex. And then another new driver as well. Oh, as we jump on through with Stead there. Lovely fluoro colours there from Stead's livery. We've got Lee there, racing for Team E Hard. Coming on through the curbs there. And here we come around the start lap soon. And then Deluxe, the reigning champion from the 296 series. They're out on track. So Stewboy is going to be the first one to set laps. We'll see what Stewboy does here. Now these guys should get 2 laps in. So we'll keep an eye on them. And see who gets 2 laps in and who's going to be there with 1. So we'll watch Stewboy. Oh, look at that for a shot. There we go. That's the camera angles we wanted to see here at Daytona. So Stewboy around the last turn. Oh, look at that. Temp's getting a lovely toe here. He's going to be absolutely buzzing with that. Toe here is crucial. As Stewboy will be the first car to cross the line. He's going to set the early qualifying pace, and it is a 1 minute 48.1. Oh, cross the line. There goes 10th of 1 minute 46. Next cross the line will be stuck in the grid. Oh, he's going to get a lovely time. Nigel Mansell will as well. Next cross the line will be Sprinkler. Sprinkler goes through in 7th. Stewboy in 6th. Wacky crosses the line, and he goes into 7th as Wacky. Oh, there we go. Beefy into 4th in his first outing. Next cross the line, we've got Alex coming through. What can Alex do? Goes up into P3. Good result there for Alex. Stead coming through. Now, what can Stead do on his minute? He goes into P9. Next cross the line will be Lee. What can Lee do? He's got a lovely bit of clear track in front of him. So what's he been able to do on his first qualifying of the season? He comes on through and he goes up to P4. So there he is, looking for the last drive to cross the line. It is going to be Deluxe. I don't think he's... Oh, he does get in time for another lap. Goes second, just behind 10th. So So there we go. That is the order at the moment. It's Temp on provisional pole. Let's see if Temp can improve. He's getting another toe here, I think. I think he's timed it. Oh, he's 6 temps up on this lap. I think he's timed it to perfection. With Stewboy in front, he's going to get himself another toe. Let's see what he can do. Looks like he's going to improve here. And he does. Wow, he's over a second clear now. There's Johnny. Where is... So it's Sprinkler in 13th though, so he must have had a back qualifying. He goes up to P9, so he does improve. These guys have all finished their qualifying now. Let's see if we can find someone that's actually on a lap. So Lee will be on a lap. Let's have a look and see what Lee can do as he comes through the chicane section. Alex there goes faster. He gets himself up to P3. Lee is improving. So can he get himself inside that top 6? Stead improved as well. Corky has left the room. Why has Corky left the room? And Lee gets himself up to 6th. And I think that is everybody's lock, because D-Locks has not improved. So, let's have a look at that qualifying result. What a qualifying session that was for round 1 of the series. So, Temp puts it on pole, 1 minute 45.661, over a second clear of D-Locks there in second. Alex in third on his maiden qualifying. So great to put it up into the top 3 there for Alex. Nigel Mansell in 4th. Beefy in 5th. Great to see him in top 5 in his first outing as well. And very close to Alex and Nigel Mansell. Lee in 6th place. Not too far off as well. Stewboy in 7th. Watsy in 8th. Sprinkler in 9th. With Johnny in 10th. Stuck on the grid in 11th. Wacky there in 12th and Stead in 13th place. So we just need to see whether Corky is joining back in. If Corky is joining back in... Oh, I think he's joining back in. Have a look. Don't forget we're going to have the vote for driver day. That will be coming out halfway through. Let's see if he's managed to enter in. We'll just wait and see if he managed to get entered in. It might be that he's in violation of one of the restrictions or something like that. Let's have a look. Just seeing whether he can get in or not. Right, what we might need to do is, right, I'm going to pause it and, right, let's just take some screenshots of these. Just so I've got them. And we'll be back in a second. Right, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to sort out the grid and we'll be back in a minute. Right, everyone, sorry for that short intermission. We are back. I believe I've set the grid. So we've got Corky in. Let's just double check that grid whilst we're just getting everyone to ready up. So we've got Temp on pole, followed by D-Lox, followed by Alex, followed by Nigel Mansnell, followed by Beefy, Lee Duncan there in 6th, Stewboy in 7th, Watsy in 8th, Sprinkler in 9th place. And then we've got Johnny in 10th, Stuck in 11th, Wacky there in 12th, Stead in 13th, and Corky there in 14th. Right, let's get this one underway. 15 minutes of Porsche Cup action for round 1 coming your way. Don't forget, Driver of the Day vote will come out probably about 5 minutes into the race. I'll put that up. Give you 10 minutes of voting time, everyone. So get ready for that. Let's get ready. So it is a grid start with a false start check on. Temp on pole. 14 Porsches on track. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are underway for round 1 of the Porsche Cup. Temp getting away well. D-Lox will look at seeing where he can place his car, getting into the slipstream. He is. Alex in 3rd, and this is going to be a tricky turn 1. Let's see if everyone gets on through. Oh, big spinning round there in the background. We will go back and have a look at what happened there. It is 2 of the Academy Esports team. So have a look at what went on. I think that might have been stuck on the grid, so we'll have a look, and I think he was definitely involved in this. Stewboy looked a full start by Stewboy. Just see how everyone negates through these few corners here. Nigel is back up to 4th. The Snail is on the move. Stewboy, though, coming through on the inside and getting himself up to 4th. So Nigel Mansell dropping down into 5th. Beefy in 6th, Lee Duncan in 7th. Sprinkler has made up a place and up into 8th, but has a 1.5 second penalty. So I don't know what has happened there. Could be a lot of track limits. Could be 2 lots of track limits. Wacky in 9th. Corky's up to 10th. What a great start from Corky. Stead in 11th. He's got a 4-second penalty, so I think that is where the incident has happened. So it's 3 lots of the... Let's have a look. We'll go back to the incident in a second. So, what's he there in 13th? Stuck on the grid in 14th. He'll come back from there, I'm sure of that. He's got a little bit of ground to make up, but he's only 2 seconds off of it. So, Temp there in the lead. 6 tenths clear of D-Lox. Now, D-Lox is bringing the train with him. They need to stay in slipstream, which that is crucial here. Got to keep it in slipstream, because the slipstream is going to be worth so much here. Alex closing in there on D-Lox in 2nd. Stewboy having a... Oh, Nigel Mansell getting a little bit squirrely there. Stewboy there in 4th. He's having a great race. Nigel Mansell in 5th. Very close between all these cars at the moment. Beefy in 6th. Lee in 7th. Wacky in 8th. In the Dynaco car. Corky up to 9th. He's had a great start. Watsy in 10th. With Johnny in 11th. Sprinkler is in 12th. We're stuck on the grid in 13th, and Stead there in 14th. Let's have a look at the gap. Temp has broken the slipstream now. He's over a second clear, so this is really not going to help out D-Lox behind. He needs to get back into that slipstream. Oh, he's cutting the grass there, kicking up a little grass as he comes on through. But Alex, he's... Oh! D-Lox got a half-second penalty, and penalties here cost you dear. Alex is closing in. Is this going to be a P2 for Alex? Is he going to get himself up to second? Look at the gaggle of cars behind as well. D-Lock serves his penalty, and through goes Alex up into second. New personal best lap for him. Fastest lap of the race goes to 10th at the moment, and it is an extra point for that fastest lap. Great little battle behind with Nigel Mansell, Beefy and Stewboy, 4th, 5th and 6th respectively there. Though not too far behind Beefy. He's only 3 tenths behind, so Stewboy is just behind as well. Lee's not a million miles away from this battle. And then there's 2.7 to get back to Corky in 8th. Corky having a great race up into 8th. Sprinkle's got himself back up to P9, and he's got, it's the Rusty's car against the Dynaco car. Ooh, Wacky getting a little bit squirrely there behind as well. Right. Let's post out the driver of the day vote so everyone can start to get their driver of the day votes in. And it's going to be appearing in the chat momentarily for everyone to get involved in. So Sprinkle in 9th, Wacky in 10th, Johnny in 11th, with Watsy in 12th, stuck on the grid in 13th. And now he is closing in on this battle now. He's now only 1.8 seconds behind. And Stead in 14th. Temp is now 40.40 seconds clear. With Alex in second place. He's got half second lead over D-Lox. D-Lox needs to keep in touch of that slipstream, because that is going to pull him along. Because look at this, how there is second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, all in one shot there. All of them in with a chance of a podium finish. Alex is setting personal bests there. D-Lox still within touching distance, just needs to keep in touching distance. Because then around this back part of the track, when we get back into the oval, as they do now, that is going to be crucial. Half a second up on his personal best on this lap. With the slipstream now engaged. So he is now within that slipstream. You can see him closing in to get to the braking zone for the little bus stop section. Throws on through there. And this is where it's crucial. It's just about keeping in that slingshot. If you lose the toe here, which they have, they've broken the toe back to Nigel Mansell now. He's now 1.5 seconds behind. So this is a two-way fight now, and here we go. Gets sent up high. Will do it, and get himself up into second place. Does D-Lox into the braking zone, and he now retakes that position back. And Temp has gone wide. Temp has gone off there. And this is now bringing it massively back. As D-Lox dives up the inside. D-Lox, is he going to... He does. He takes the lead of the race. So D-Lox now up into the lead. He's gone from third to first in 3 corners, if that... Let's have a look at what happens to Temp. So he's coming into the braking zone in turn 1. Brakes on in. Ooh, slides on. Just misses out on the barrier, but that's cost him a load of time for Temp. So in second place now, D-Lox, can he keep hold of the lead? He's in the lead. Temp in second. Alex in third. Nigel Mansell in fourth. Beefy in fifth, with Stewboy in sixth. Lee in seventh. with Sprinkler in 8th. Watsy's got himself up to 9th. Johnny in 10th. Corky is now in 11th, with Stuck on the Grid in 12th. Stead has got himself up to 13th, and Wacky there dropping down to 14th. So he lost 10 seconds on the last lap, so I don't know what happened to Wacky there. But here we go, a three-way fight for the lead. Temp is back in the lead. Deluxe, oh, if that was for the line, if that was the last lap, this is going to get close between these three. So Alex looks up the inside, and Alex gets the inside on Temp. Temp down to 3rd. Alex up into 2nd place. It's Alex getting the move done and getting himself up a position. Now this is great for Deluxe because now he's got a rear gunner. He's got someone that Temp's got to get past him to then get on to Alex as we're approaching the last 5 minutes of the race. Temp looking to cut the inside and getting the move done. And this is bringing the three behind back into play. It's a 6-way fight for the lead now. All the way down to Stewboy in 6th. Under 5 minutes remaining now in the race. Don't forget to get your votes in for Driver of the Day. The voting section is up now in the chat. So please vote for who you think should get Driver of the Day. So Nigel Mansell in 4th. He's now within a second here. So he's now got slipstream back off of Alex. With Beefy in 5th. Stewboy in 6th. And he's got a 5.5 second lead back to Lee in 7th. Watsy in 8th. With Sprinkler in 9th. Johnny in 10th. Stuck on the Grid has got himself up to 11th, so he's recovered well. Corky in 12th. With Stead there in 13th. And Wacky in 14th after that 10th where he lost 10 seconds in one lap. Deluxe still in the lead of the race. He is 3.5 tenths clear of 10th. Three and a half minutes left in the race. Temp looking and a way through there. Alex just dropping back ever so slightly from this fight for the lead. Don't forget everyone, there's 18 of you watching at the moment, so I expect to see 18 votes on the Driver of the Day. You've got just under 3 minutes remaining to get your votes in. Who you should think should take Driver of the Day for round 1 as Temp retakes the lead into the bus stop section. But this is going to give Deluxe a great tow towards the line. But Temp retaking the lead of the race. Can he hold on to it for the last 2.5 minutes? Deluxe just needs to keep in that slipstream. As we go into turn 1, what will be probably the second to last time in turn 1. Alex there in 3rd. He's got a nice little gap in front and a little gap behind now. Nigel Mansell in 4th. He does have Beefy quite close for company there in 5th. Stewboy in 6th. He's not too far behind it. And then we've got a lovely battle going on here. Lee there in 7th. There's only half second clear of Sprinkler, who's got a half second penalty, so that's going to cost Sprinkler a little bit later on in the lap, so he needs to get a wiggle on to clear that gap. Watsy there in 9th. He's got front aero damage. I don't know what happened to Watsy. Let's see. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can see what happened to Watsy. He already had it at that point, so I don't know if he tapped a wall or something. earlier on in the race. So what's he there in 9th? Johnny there in 10th. We're stuck on the grid in 11th. So teammates going at it. Stuck on the grid, getting the power down. And I believe he will get the move done here. It's very side by side between these two. And there we go, stuck on the grid. Does get past, just getting his nose in front. Let's watch these teammates go side by side through the bus stop section. Stuck on the grid, does get in front and gets on through. So Johnny in 11th. Corky there in 12th. Stead in 13th still. And Wacky in 14th. Let's go back to the leaders. 10th has pulled out a 7/10 lead. This is going to be the last lap. So 10th in the lead. D-Lock's in 2nd. Now he's 1.7 seconds clear of Alex in 3rd, who does have Nigel Mansell now in his tow. But Nigel Mansell has Beefy for company. So Beefy there. Has got Nigel Mansell in his sights. They seem to have dropped Stewboy a little bit. He's in 6th. He's got a lovely gap in front and a nice gap behind as well. Lee is still got Watsy for company. Let's go on board with Watsy and have a look from his point of view. I think Sprinkler's in a good position as well in 9th. He's going to get a lovely tow off both of these. Lee going really defensive there. This is going to give Watsy a great drive. We'll stay on board with this for as long as we can before we jump back to the race leader. Sprinkler behind, he's going to have a great view of this. Look at the tow that he's getting. He can make up a couple of places. Right, we're going to have to jump back to the leaders because they are on the final part of the lap. It is going to be 10th. Who takes the lead of the championship after round 1. He almost threw it away, but he is going to come through with the fastest lap as well, unless someone beats it on this lap. And the checker flag is out, and it is 10th who takes a race win. D-Lock's in 2nd. Alex rounds up the podium in 3rd. Beefy did get the place over Nigel Mansell. Oh, closest of margins. Stewboy in 6th. And it's going to be Watsy, who takes 7 at the moment. Is it going to be Watsy? Watsy takes 7th. Lee in 8th. Sprinkler in 9th. Charlie finishes in 10th place with Stuck on the Grid in 11th. Corky will finish in 12th. And then it's going to be Stead in 13th and Wacky in 14th. Who's your driver of the day? Everyone get your votes in and I will correlate them now. You've got 30 seconds to get your driver of the day votes in whilst I look at the race results there. So, did not mean to click that button, click the wrong one. Right, race results. So Temp takes the race win and the fastest lap for round 1. D-Lock's in 2nd, Alex finishing in 3rd, Beefy 4th, Nigel Mansell in 5th, Stewboy in 6th, with Watsy in 7th. Very close there between Watsy and Lee, and also between Beefy and Nigel Mansell. Lee in 8th, with Sprinkler in 9th, Johnny in 10th, Stuck on the Grid 11th, Corky there in 12th, Stead in 13th, and Wacky there in 14th. Right, driver of the day. Let's just refresh. So, driver of the day goes to D-Lock. Gets driver of the day for round 1. Thank you to everyone that voted for that. We will be back in a minute, and also congratulations to D-Lox on a great result there. 2nd, I was in 1st for a little bit as well. We'll be back in a moment for the GR3 Masters, so don't go anywhere. Right, everyone, we are back, and I've just realised I need to change the banner on this one. Give me a second. I will change this now. There we go. We're back for the GR3 Masters. So, lots to talk you through how this series works. So, we have 6 manufacturers: the Porsche, the 992, the 2022 version. We have the Audi R8, we've got the Mercedes, we've got the McLaren, we've got the Lamborghini, and we've got the Ferrari. So drivers put down their requirement, what car they wanted. They had to pick their top 3 choices, and they were handed out based on where they were in the sign-up. So if you were the first driver to sign up, then you got the basically first choice of car. So it was limited to 3 of each manufacturer. So as you can see, there is a mixture of everything imaginable under the sun. Here we've got Lamborghinis, we've got Mercedes, we've got Porsches, we've got a bit of everything here on track tonight for your entertainment. So way that it will work, as you can see in the top corner there, 10-minute qualifier bottle will be a 30-minute race, same as before when we had the GR2 series. Got to use a hard tyre, got to use the soft tyre, starting on 50% fuel as well. So obviously that will give them something to think about, because the car is going to be a little bit lighter as well. Now let's have a look and see if there's anyone else that we are waiting for that should be in here, because I know that Porky was struggling to potentially be home in time, and I can see that Miguel is struggling to get into the room. Keeps on taking ages for him to load up. Let's just make sure we've got everyone else in here. Where is Rich is in here. So we'll see if Miguel gets on in. Then we will get this one underway. Let's see if he gets on in. So let's have a look. I don't think it's going to let him in. So we'll get this one underway because he keeps on trying. But let's tell the guys to set their tyres for qualifying. As we hear the GR3 Masters go out, the noise they make. We'll also have a Driver of the Day vote on this one as well. So that will come out about 15 minutes remaining in the race. So about halfway through the race, I will post that one up. Everyone is getting their ready symbols up. Oh, as I think he might be trying to join the race again, so let's have a look. Let's just see who that is. I think he's trying one more time. Let's see if he gets him in. Let's see if we can get him in. If not, we're unfortunately going to have to kick him. Sorry, Miguel, but we need to get this one underway. I'll see if it lets you in, and if it doesn't, Mario in the chat saying it's slippery out there. We got Nigel Mansell as well saying good luck, have a great race, guys. Let's get the qualifier underway. Unfortunately, not able to get Miguel in. It's just not letting him join for some bizarre reason. Why? We'll certainly have a look at that before the next round. But Miguel, I will give you points because obviously you have tried to race, so it's only fair on yourself. I know it's not the best, but at least it's something. Right, so Sandancer, first one out of the pits. We'll run through the cars and what everyone's got. And have a look at more. So Sandancer there in the Porsche. Mario just behind him as well in the Porsche. So Sandancer racing for SLM. So we have a lot of love for SLM in the chat and a lot of driver votes for them probably as well. So, Gavsky in the R8, he loves this car. Absolutely loves this car. Gavsky in the R8. Here's Mario in the Porsche. I mean, I've got a fantastic livery Mario's done on this car. It is stunning. Absolutely stunning by Mario. Rich there in third. Now Rich is in the McLaren. Mike is in the Mercedes. Audio muted in the Mercedes as well. Hugo in the Mercedes, all three Mercedes out on track. Kayla is in the Lamborghini. Great car to drive for Lamborghini. Ryanu there he's in the R8 as well. The R8 has turned into a great car on here now. Tyler is in the Ferrari. And D-Lox in the R8, another cracking livery. D-Lox will be the last one to start here. So flying lap. And he does so now and gets his final lap underway. So, Sandancer, first one on a flyer. Mario's going to get a lovely toe here, I think, as well. He's definitely in the slipstream range. Let's see what Sandancer can do. As I say, he rides the final corner, but it's a very long corner. It goes on for a long time. As here he comes. And heading towards the start of the line, and he is the first one, 1:47.5. Mario goes fastest right. Let's see what Rich can do. Rich goes into third, Mike into fourth. Gavsky takes pole position away. Audio muted goes through in seventh. Ryanu goes through in second. Very close here. Tyler there in 10th. Gear Kayla in 9th. And then D-Lox, let's see what D-Lox can do in the R8. He did more to pole position. That is a 1:46.5. 2.26 there for D-Locks. So it's R8, followed by R8, followed by R8. Followed by Paul, followed by Paul, followed by McLaren, then it's the 3 Mercs. And those Mercs, I'm telling you now, get ready for the race start, they have a massive advantage off the line. They fly off the line. So keep an eye out for what they can do. Because as I said, they do completely fly off the line. Also, whilst we are watching the final part of the qualifying here, don't forget, if you haven't already, hit the like button. I can see that people have like the stream at the moment, but you're watching the late. So if you haven't already, please hit the like button. Also give it a share if you haven't already, get it on out there. Now, is anyone coming into the pits? I don't believe it. I think they're staying out for another flyer. As I say that, Mario does come into the pits. Sandanza goes up into second. What has Gasly got? In spell, is he improving? He's not improving. Some of these guys will think about coming into the pits, as did Mario. Mario's pit crew just waiting for him to trundle on in. And here they are. Not going to want to take on any fuel, but taking on a new set of boots is Mario, currently in 5th. D-Locks has come into the pits from pole. There's his little red crew. And here he is into the pits. Tyres changed on his car. 4 minutes left in the qualifier. Great showing by SLM at the moment. Rayano up in 4th. Rich there in 7th and Sandanza in 2nd. But this qualifier is extremely close from 2nd to 5th. Are all within a 10th of each other. But at the moment, D-Locks is the man to beat. He's the one on pole. As we do get Ryan coming into the pits, Gavsky, as we thought, was coming into the pits. Hugo's in the pits as well. Right, D-Locks is just finishing his outlap. Mario is just starting to fly lap. This is what Mario can do. See what we can do through this infield section that the Porsche should thrive at. But he is 4 tenths down at the moment. Can he make up some time? Can he get any higher than 5th? Let's have a look at what D-Locks is doing as he comes on through. That R8 just looks so planted. But what's it going to be like on the hard tyre when we get the race underway? 1 minute left in the qualifier. He is down as well. He might sneak in another lap. Where is Gavsky? Here is Gavsky on his outlap. He will get round and then start a flying lap. Rich is in the pits, so I don't think Rich is going to make it out again for another lap. Let's have a look at Gavsky. He's coming around to start a flying lap. We have 20 seconds left in the timer. And he gets a new flying lap underway. I haven't seen anyone improve for a while, but there goes Giacala improving. Don't know where Giacala is at this point. He's in 10th. He did get another lap underway as well. So I think he is just behind Ryan on track. And then Tyler in 11th. He's just behind this battle as well. Let's see what Gavsky is doing. Gavsky is approaching into the mid sector. Yeah, I thought Miguel, unfortunately, it's not going to let you in, I'm afraid, mate. So he is improving. He's getting a lovely slipstream here from the McLaren. He's flashing his lights, telling him to get out of his way. Might have been better off just bumping and drafting. He is up. Can Gavsky get himself on the front row of the grid? It looks like it's enough at the moment to beat Sandanza. Let's have a look. As he comes on through. Gavsky to the line. Takes second, just from Sandanza in third. Ryan, what can Ryan do? Stays in fourth. Giacala goes up to sixth in the Lamborghini. Tyler there improved as well. Oh, there we go. There's the end of the qualifier. They were right on the end of it. So let's have a look at the results there. So, results. As it stands, Deluxe on pole, 1 minute 46.526, with Gavsky there in second, Sandanza in third, and then Rayano in fourth, Mario in fifth, Giacala in sixth, Audio Muted in seventh, with Rich there in eighth. Look at that, the top 8. Rich is just outside the second. Hugo there in 9th, Mike in 10th, and Tyler there in 11th. To round up the field, let's get the guys to set the tyres for the race start. Yeah, Miguel, it's not going to let you in, mate. I'm just going to drop him a message because he's clearly not watching the stream. It's not going to let you in. If you keep on trying, it's not. It will just keep kicking you out. Right, let's give the guys a second to set their tyres. Don't forget to vote for your driver of the day when I send out the link. Everyone's just setting their tyres. So we'll take this moment as well. Just remind everyone on Saturday we have a 6-hour charity race coming up. So I will be posting some stuff out during the week for that. But join me from 11 o'clock on Saturday for that. It'll be Yaz Marina. A lot of teams taking part. So let's get this one underway here for round 1 of the GR3 Masters. Watch those Mercedes off the line. As he's still trying to join. It's not going to let you in. Let's get this one underway. For round one. Let's have a look. Let's get this one underway. Right, as I said, watch the Mercedes off the line. Here we go. Watch Mercedes in the background. Oh, that Lamborghini gets a horrible start. Oh, and that sends Mike into a spin. I said watch the starts out here. I think Kayla got a false start check. Deluxe does lead it away. Gavsky in second. Look at that, audio muted up the inside. That car is so quick in getting away. So Deluxe in the lead, Gavsky second, audio muted up into third. Whoa, fingers off the line. Sandancer in fourth. Ryano in fifth. Mario in sixth. Gikela in seventh. He is on the hards. Tyler up into eighth. Hugo in ninth. Rich in 10th on the hards as well. And Mike on the softs. That's front aero damage. That's going to cost him for a long time in this race. But it is Deluxe in the lead from Gavsky. So it's R8 from R8 from Mercedes. Gavsky needs to keep himself in that slipstream range. Gavsky's on the hards though. Gavsky going for a bit of a different strategy here. So he is going to be vulnerable to audio muted. Audio muted is on the softs. Gavsky looking taking the lead here potentially. He's thinking about a move here to take the lead of the race whilst he's on the hard tyres. As they head towards the line. All three of them make it. Oh, Deluxe runs wide. That has put Deluxe down. Deluxe is on the bus. Whoa! Deluxe rejoining the track there. Did that give Sandancer damage? No, it did not. Sandancer, though, under threat from Mario in fifth. Mario up to fourth. Mario is on the soft, so he needs to get past these hard drivers at a rate of knots. But it is Gavsky in the lead on the hards at the moment. So him and Deluxe went for the hards at the start. The front row of the grid went for the hard tyre. Audio muted there in second in the Mercedes. As I told you, it's an absolute rocket off the line. So Deluxe in third now, Mario fourth. Sandancer in fifth. He's on the hards as well. Ryano on the hards as well in sixth. And look at the cars, the drivers choosing the hard to begin with. Rich on the hard tyre. Kayla on the hard tyre. Hugo on the soft. Tyler on the soft. Mike on the soft. So a lot of the drivers towards the back on the soft. And that's creating this massive group of cars here. There's, ooh, Hugo. Hugo was going for a grass cut there. Didn't get a penalty, but has dropped him down to 11th. Gavsky in the lead. Only by a tenth, the fastest lap of the race does go to Gavsky. He's put a train of cars behind him, does Gavsky. Audio Muted looking there to get the move done, using that Mercedes power. But the R8 holding him off. So Audio Muted is in a bit of an R8 sandwich here at the moment. He's then got Mario not too far behind as well, so Mario there in fourth. He's going to be looking to making moves here as well. He's purple by half a second. He needs to make the most of this soft tyre whilst he can. And then you've got SLM team all in 5th, 6th and 7th. Great slots as they all come through here. So there is 3 different manufacturers in the top 6. As it stands at the moment, I think Audio Muted has got the move done. Galaxy taking the high line. So Audio Muted getting through on that soft. D-Lox is going to be thinking about making a move here as well. D-Lox takes the lead, so the lead changed twice in the space of a straight. Audio Muted on the soft. D-Lox and Gav's got, oh, that's going to get a bit tight there. And it does. Audio Muted running out of road there. And that's going to put Mario up into 3rd. Look at that, 6 cars all coming through. Mario on the outside, Audio Muted on the inside. And Mario getting the move done, capitalising there and getting himself up to 3rd. But what he doesn't know is the cars in front on hard tyre. So they're going to be extremely quick towards the end of the race. 6.5 minutes in. Audio Muted again a little bit sideways there. Here comes Mario on Gavsky. Well, Audio's run through there. Audio getting a great run in 4th at the moment. Mercedes straight line power. What can he do with that Mercedes power? Looks like Mario is going to hold on for another lap there. So close across the whole field at the moment. So you've got down as far as 6th with Sandanso on this track. Then Rips, it's not too far behind that in 7th in McLaren. Tyler in the Ferrari. Ferrari's starting to lose up the tyres a bit now, down to about halfway on that. Hugo getting himself up to 9th there. Mike is in 10th with his front end damage, and then Kayla in 11th. He is on the hard tyre though, so this should come back to him later on in the race. He's only 12 seconds off the lead up, and he's on the hard tyre at the moment. But it is this man in the lead still, with D-Lox at the moment. An absolutely cracking job there. Finished 2nd in the Porsche Cup earlier on. Now leading this one on the hard tyre as well. So he's having a cracking run. As they all come bouncing over the curbs there. How's the SLM boys doing? They are 5th, 6th and 7th at the moment, but 5th and 6th is not too far off the lead. So we've Audio Muted in 4th, Then we've got Ryanu in 5th. He's on the hard tyres, so he's keeping up with the soft guys in front of him on the hard tyres. So Mario in 3rd and Audio Muted in 4th are on the soft tyres. Hugo's got the fastest lap on the race now. As we get a bit of a move going on there. Deluxe is flying on the hard tyres. Deluxe and Gavsky on the hards, and Audio and Mario on the soft. And then Ryanu getting up into 4th. They're looking on the outside. Mario looking to cover the inside. Can Ryanu get the power down in ZR8 and go around the outside? Looks like he might be able to. He's doing a great job on the hard tyre. As we've got a car in the pits. So Ryanu in 5th. 6th is Sandazzi. He's on the hard as well. Rich in 7th on the hard. With Hugo there in 8th. Kayla in 9th. Then we've got Tyler there in 10th, just got onto the hard tyre, and Mike on the hard tyre as well in 11th, just repairing his damage. But at the moment still, D-Locks, as we come bouncing through the curve there. Mario, of course, all he needs to have to go himself up into 3rd. Now, at what point Mario's rear left, sorry, rear right is absolutely being abused at the moment, same as Audimute's got a penalty. Is he going to come into the pits? Are we going to see the soft guys come into the pits? It looks like we're going to see Audio coming in, and Mario overtakes him into the pit lane entry. So Audio and Mario are in. That puts Ryanu up to 3rd. So now, Sandanza avoiding action there. So SLM now in 3rd, 4th and 5th, all on the hard tyres. Hugo is sticking up for another lap on his softs. Can he keep them alive? They are looking a bit dead. Caleb up to 7th. Now, still on the same set of hard tyres where he started the race, and still got that rear aero damage. Mario out the pits on the hard tyre. Battling away with Audio Muted there. And then behind, we've got a battle going on between Tyler and Mike for 10th and 11th. Can Mike get himself past the Ferrari? Get a bit squirrely there, might look into the outside. Now looking to the outside again. Can he get cut back onto the oval section of the track? Doesn't look like he can at this stage. Deeps 6/10 in the lead of the race as it stands at the moment, bringing Gavsky along for the ride as well. All these guys, remember, will be going on to the soft tyre. So I think they are in a good position. We're going to see some lap times get set later on in the race, I think. D-Locks still holding off that gap. And these hard tyres are barely felt anywhere on them at all. Gavsky looking good on them as well. Brand new tyres as well. It's an R8 123 at the moment. Sandancer doing a great job in the Porsche as well. His tyres looking very fresh as well. Shout out to the McLaren as well of Rich. Tyres looking exceptionally well on that. I think he's getting to the point where he can maybe look at putting the soft on. That McLaren looks after his tyres so well, he could probably make it to the end. Here, Kayla doing a great job in the Lamborghini. Also, not too bad on time with the Lamborghini at this point. Mario will be going straight through to the end now. Audio muted as well, going straight through to the end. Hugo, he's pitted, so here we go all the way to the end. So will Tyler in 10th and Mike in 11th. They are going all the way to the end as well. Gavsky's taking the lead of the race. What has happened here? What's happened to D-Locks? Is D-Locks' tyres just gone? Because Gavsky's taking the lead. What happened here? Oh, he got a penalty. D-Locks got a penalty. He serves the penalty, and there goes Gavsky through and up into the lead of the race. So we do have a change for the lead. Gavsky now 7 tenths clear. He's in the prime position now. D-Locks in second. Thought he's right up there, D-Locks did. Brand New is only 2 seconds off this. Sundance only 2 seconds off of that as well, and then Rich only 2 seconds off of that also. Right. Let's get the driver of the day vote out for the GR3. Everyone as soon as it starts to do anything in the chat. It mics up the audio. There we go. The driver of the day vote is out. Please get your votes in for who you think should take your driver of the day. As we are now over halfway, it will be open till the racing finishes. Kelly doing a cracking job with the damage. He's got there. He's getting close down by Mario though. Hugo still got the fastest lap in the race. Gavsky's still not coming into the pits. He's going even longer. I haven't seen anyone come into the pits for a while, just the soft drivers starting on the soft tyre, they came in. No one from the hard yet has come into the pits. Just under 13 minutes left in the race. And that's there in 4th. Rich did a great job in that McLaren. Keeps his tons alive, so well. I'm very surprised we haven't seen Rich come in and get himself onto the soft. Kayla now being caught by Mario and audio muted behind as well. We'll slide on there. Mario does very consistent lap times on the hard, similar-ish pace to what he was doing on the soft. With it being an oval track, there's not a massive amount, apart from the infield section, as we do see Rich coming in. So we thought we would see the McLaren into the pits as pit crew gets ready for him to be received. Yeah, there are some great impressive times, especially the guys that they're able to match the soft pace with the hard tyre. Well, here he is, he's in the pits, which is pit crew gets underway. He's going to be on the soft now, so he's out. Comes out in 8th place. just gets himself out in front of Hugo in 9th, and Hugo's on the hard tyres. So Hugo is on the strategy the other way round to what Rich is. So we'd expect to see Rich now getting himself out and underway and up onto the back of Audio. Now Delox has got himself back up into the lead, so what's happened to... Can we have a look and see what happened there? No, it happened earlier on, sorry guys, we appeared to have missed that one. Delox in the lead of the race, over Gavsky in second. Surely these guys are coming in. As we get the lovely refueling glitch bit up on the screen again. Delox in, Gavsky staying out, Ryanu in, Sandanza in, Giacala. Oh, we're going to see the Lambo. Finally coming on him. I think we are. This is going to put Mario. Where's Mario going to come out in all of this? And it looks like Mario is going to come out in 3rd. Oh, it's going to be special Ryano. He gets past Ryano. You have the momentum there to get past Ryano. Ryano, though, is on the soft. Oh, down goes Mario. And Ryano is going to wait for him. Oh, that's going to cause a little bit of carnage. Mario gets underway in 7th now. Ryano did the right thing and waited. So he's down in 8th. Mike has got himself up to 9th. So Mike in 9th. Clay says he's got a couple of positions up whilst being on the hard tyre. Tyler in 10th. Giacala not too far back on the soft, clicking on button again. Giacala there in 11th. Now he's on the soft tyre. He's got 8 minutes to hunt down the group in front. Gavsky, surely you're coming into the pits now. Gavsky's in. Right, here is Delox. Round in that final long corner. And let's see where that puts him in a second. We've got a lovely fight here in 3rd and 4th. Let's have a look with Delox. He's out. Gavsky's just coming out behind him. So Gavsky out there in 2nd. He's got a lap newer tyres. He's got to make up 1.8 seconds though. Audio muted in 3rd. Rich in 4th. He's on the soft tyre. Sandanza in 5th. He's on the soft tyre as well. So they're being held up by Audio muted who's on the hard tyre. Hugo up in 6th. On the hard tyre. Ryanu in 7th. On the soft. Mario on the hard in 8th. Mike in 9th. Not too far behind Mario now. Tyler in 10th. 2.5 seconds in front of Giacala, who will be going faster than that Lamborghini now for sure. Gap down to 1.3 seconds. Delox has wheel damage. He has front right wheel damage. He's tapped the wall somewhere for sure. Gavsky's pit crew will be on the phone to him telling him he's got damage in front, go for him. As it does look like we had a bit of an overtake there further back. So Rich has got himself up in position. It does look like we're going to see Sandanza get past Audio muted here in the bus stop section. Did it happen here? It did. He drove around. Oh, what a move. What a move, Sandancer. Don't forget to vote for your driver of the day. The link is in the chat. Get your votes in now and we'll announce the driver at the end of the race. That's already moved down into 5th now on the hard tyre. Hugo in 6th is on the hard tyre as well. Where is the leader? So 1.5 clear is D-Locks. Stabilise that a little bit. Rich has got the fastest lap at 1 minute 47.166. Going to Rich at the moment. He's in 3rd and in the McLaren. So at the moment it's Audi, McLaren, Porsche, Mercedes. Round out your top 5. D-Locks appears to be on an absolute flyer, but I think Gavsky will be on a flyer behind as well because he's not losing time. D-Locks with his wheel damage and under 5 minutes left in the race. He's 1 second clear. With his purple sector there. Gavsky not too far behind. Absolutely flew through there, the D-Locks. D-Locks is purple and so is Gavsky. It does look like D-Locks will take the new fastest lap of the race. It's going to be in a 1 minute 46 here. And here he goes, and he does 1 minute 46.7. Sandancer in 3rd now. Over. Oh, Sandancer! New fastest lap of the race. Let's go to him and take in that podium spot in 3rd place. Getting a little bit of a wobble on there. Is Rich going to fight this one back? You can hear the roar of that Mercedes behind as well. Does look like that is the move done there for Sandancer. Audio muted in 5th. We've got Hugo here in 6th. Now Hugo does have Ryano for company in 7th. Ryano on the soft tyre, so should be catching up to Hugo. Mario in 8th. Mike in 9th. Giacchela has got the move done and got himself up into 10th whilst on the soft tyre. And that's Tyler down in 11th. He's on the hard tyre and struggling for grip up there. Back out the front, it is still D-Locks over Gavsky. Gavsky does have a lap newer tyre though. He needs to capitalise on that. Gavsky is up on his puzzle. Could Gavsky potentially get himself a pole, not a pole, sorry, a fastest lap here? He's almost in that slipstream range now. Is this going to be enough for fastest lap of the race? Just missing out, just off the fastest lap. But crucially, catching up on D-Locks. He's within a second now. There's going to be 2 laps left of the race. Let's have a look at the battle between 3rd and 4th. So now 1.4 seconds clear is Sandancer. Audio is not too far behind on that hard tyre. Rich's tyres are not looking as good as the Porsche front. So maybe the McLaren holds on to its hards better than it does its soft tyre. Audio muted in 5th, doing a great job there on the hards. So is Hugo in 6th. Ryano in 7th on the soft. Then Mario in 8th. Mike in 9th. Giacchela still in 10th, not too far behind on the soft tyre. And Tyler there in 11th, not too far off back as well. Now, the gap to the leader. Down to 4 tenths by Gavsky. Is Gavsky going for a fastest lap attempt here? Let's have a look. He's close. Speed, he's getting there. Right up behind him there. In the pole now. This is going to be the last lap. Two tenths clear. Can Gavsky take the win away from Deluxe on the final lap? The gap is 4 tenths. He doesn't want to overtake him too early because he's going to need that slipstream. He's going to need that last bit. It could come down to who goes through the... Whoever's in the exit of the bus stop part in the lead, if the other guy behind is close enough, that could be enough. Don't forget, get your votes in for Driver of the Day. The link is in the live comments. Get that vote in now for who you think should get the Driver of the Day. Here we go. There's only one real braking zone left now. Does Gavsky have enough? Is he close enough in that slipstream? He needs to get closer. Half a second. Great exit from Gavsky. That's surely going to be enough. He's got to go around the long way. It's almost enough. It's getting closer. Gavsky takes the lead. Deluxe fights it back. It's going to be a photo finish. Half a tenth. It's Gavsky. Gavsky takes it. Right on the line. Less than a tenth. Deluxe in second. Sandancer takes third. Fourth goes to Rich. Audio muted in fifth. Hugo in sixth. Branu seventh. Mario in eighth place there. Ninth goes to Mike. Tyler finished in 10th with Gear Kayla in 11th. Whoa, what a finish. Gavsky takes round one by the narrowest of margins. Look at that, less than a tenth on the line. Yeah, your wheel damage Deluxe, that cost you. Don't forget guys, vote for your Driver of the Day. I'll do it. I'll announce it just after this part here. Gavsky taking the race win there by less than a tenth. Deluxe in second. Sandancer in third. Rich in fourth. Audio Muted in fifth. Hugo sixth. Ryanu in seventh. Mario in eighth. With Mike in ninth. Tyler in 10th. And Gear Kayla in 11th. Let's have a look at who got Driver of the Day then. Don't forget to get your votes in. You have got 30 seconds to get your votes in. Driver of the Day, so get them in quick, and then I will announce it. Sorry, the audio is breaking around a bit. So, right, let's load on up. So, it's split at the moment. So I'm going to give someone, come on, somebody else just vote for Driver of the Day, and next vote will get it. As long as it goes to the same person. If not, we'll have 2 Driver of the Days. I'll give everyone 1 minute to get their votes in. Also, everybody, just a little reminder, we're back on Saturday. 6-hour endurance race around Yas Marina is for such a worthy cause. You're going to see a lot of stuff coming out this week about it. So don't forget to tune in at 11 o'clock. Well, it'll actually be a little bit before that. It'll probably be 10:30. Probably 10:30. I'll start the stream for the charity race on Saturday. And driver of the day for the GR3 goes to Gapski, and definitely well deserved for that, mate. Taking it by a 10th on the line. Absolutely cracking job by Gavsky. That was round 1 of the new series. Ooh. Round 1. We're back next week for round 2. So don't forget, hit the like button if you haven't already. Please share the stream on out there as well. If you want to get involved in racing with us, just head over to the comments section. You have a link to our Discord on our YouTube as well. So join us on our Discord channel. And we'll be back 7:30 next Monday for round 2. And we will catch you then. Cheers everyone for watching.